For breaking, shearing, punching, rolling, and beveling, Pullmax metal forming machines represent the latest achievements in computer and engineering technology. For over 100 years, Pullmax machinery has been the worldwide standard for speed, accuracy, and versatility. Pullmax customers in every facet of the metalworking industry benefit from our unerring commitment to quality and technical innovation. Pullmax, masters in metalworking technology the world over. At Pullmax, we don't just offer machines, we offer solutions. The P201 and its companion, the P202, belong to a new generation of universal machines for sheet metal fabrication. Able to perform a variety of cutting and forming operations, the Pullmax universal machines represent a complete plate shop in the form of a single machine. The P201 is the ideal choice for saving both time and money. The P201 enables the small fabricator to offer a wide range of services without straining the budget. Big businesses can use the P201 for repairs, prototype building, small production series, and much more without having to invest in several specialized machines. With the P201, technical schools and colleges can provide comprehensive hands-on training at realistic costs. The Pullmax universal machines are virtually indestructible. Many have been on the job daily for over 30 years. Quality in every step of Pullmax production means an unsurpassed, technically superior machine that will work every time you do. An all-welded steel plate frame makes the 201 an extremely stable machine. This is very important when tolerances must be maintained. The throat depth of 42 inches ensures plenty of room for the workpiece, and the throat height of 10.5 inches gives the operator ample space in which to work. Both the upper and lower work frames of the P201 are equipped with guide rails to accommodate various cutting attachments. The sides of the P201 are machined to facilitate the addition of a duplicating device or other accessory. The P201 has an operating handle for lowering the upper tool into the proper working position. There are 5 levels at which the upper tool may be set. The type of operation to be performed and the type of material in use will determine the depth at which the tool must be set. On the P202, this operating handle has been replaced by a pneumatic foot-controlled device. This will enable the operator to maneuver the upper tool without removing his hands from the workpiece. In all other respects, the P201 and the P202 are identical machines. The stroke frequency of the P201 is controlled by means of a variator. This device allows the operator to control the speed of the machine's upper working tool. The variator provides stepless speed change from a relatively slow 400 strokes per minute for nibbling operations to a rate of 4,000 strokes per minute. The higher speeds are necessary when finishing or planishing the workpiece or when cutting thin material. The P201 has 7 different stroke lengths for the operator to choose from a very short finishing stroke to a very long stroke for nibbling. The P201 is built to suit the job and the material at hand. The knee joint mechanism of the P201 is totally enclosed in an oil bath. Every stroke of the machine is lubricated. This contributes to the unusually long life of these amazing machines. The block-type lower tool holder allows quick and simple changing of tools and assures simple and safe adjustment of the tool for every operation. Cutting operations require a tool block that will enable the cutter blades to remain offset from each other. Forming operations require a center tool block that will place the lower tool directly opposite the upper tool. The P201 is designed so that it can shear a variety of different materials, from the thinnest sheet metal to steel plate up to 1/4 inch thick. The P201 can also be used to shear non-metal workpieces as well. This makes the P201 an ideal tool for gasket making and plastic cutting. The operator simply sets the stroke length and cutting speed to match the material in use. Aluminum, copper, iron, synthetic material, the 201 can cut almost any type of material. The short stroke cutting technique employed by the 201 produces a clean, burr-free cut with no wasted material. The shearing operations of the 201 may be performed freehand or with the aid of a guiding device. The rails on the 201 can be fitted with either a straight edge cutting guide or a guide for shearing circular pieces. The guiding devices can be easily moved on the guide rails and the blades quickly and easily adjusted to accommodate the workpiece. The guide rails may be offset to facilitate the cutting process, especially when cutting small circles. The 201 is designed in such a way that the operator can perform any of the 201's many functions comfortably and safely. Slot cutting with the 201 can be performed on any material that is 12 gauge and lighter. The slots can be made in either the open end or closed end method. Since both sides of the slot are cut at the same time, the operation is performed quickly and accurately. All deformation is absorbed in the scrap, so the workpiece remains completely flat at all times. Slot cutting is an excellent way to cut thin strips and make cutouts. Punching is performed by bringing the operating lever down to its lowest depth setting, thus forcing the punch cleanly through the workpiece. Punching is especially suited for making round or square holes of small size, and so is ideal for the production of chassis plates, instrument control panels, electronic apparatus, and for notching the corner of a plate prior to bending. The punch and die sets are available in several sizes to fit the job. With the Pullmax universal machine, louvers are a snap to make. By positioning the workpiece on the straight edge cutting guide, the operating tool is lowered into position and the cut is made. The upper tool is then further lowered into the workpiece and the louvers are formed. Tooling is available to form 1/4 inch and 3/8 inch louvers. The beading of a workpiece is used primarily for stiffening flat plate surfaces. Beading can also be a decorative effect. The guiding devices will help the operator produce a consistent bead. Joggling is a similar forming operation that is used to produce a step in the workpiece. This step can be for purposes of stiffening, but serves primarily to create an overlap so that two plates can be joined together. As with beading, the joggling operations can be performed most accurately with the aid of a guiding device. With the proper tooling, the Pullmax P201 is an excellent way to bend the edges of plate. Whether rounding edges on circles or creating special components and parts, the P201 gives you the ability to create quality bends of 45 degrees with either 15 or 25 degree radii. The upper tool is lowered into position, and the lower tool is then gradually raised in a series of passes to push the metal into the desired shape. Flanging the edge of a plate with the P201 is performed in much the same way as edge bending. The flange is formed through a series of passes in which the lower tool is gradually raised to create the desired effect. Straight edges or circular parts may be flanged with the 201. Circular parts can be fitted with a centering device to ensure the best possible quality when flanging. The standard tool for this operation produces a flange of 1/2 inch. One of the more interesting and useful features of the Pullmax P201 is the ability to create domed or dished plate surfaces. It is a combination of bending and stretching and can be performed on all or only part of the plate. The depth of the dome can be varied considerably by raising the lower tool. By adjusting the stroke length and speed, the P201 can add a fine finish to the workpiece. Nibbling is a form of repetitive punching that enables the operator to produce complex patterns and shapes. This method of nibbling is very economical for small to medium-sized production series, special components, and intricate designs, since no special expensive punches are required. Both round and square punches are available from Pullmax in a variety of sizes. The workpiece is kept completely flat, and there is no deformation caused by the punching. The punch may be made from a pattern drawn on the workpiece or with the use of a duplicator and template. The duplicator may be added at any time to the basic machine. This particular method of nibbling will ensure that each piece in a series will be identical and highly accurate. The Pullmax duplicator comes in different sizes and models to more easily adapt to your work environment. Your production capacity is enhanced with the duplicator because of its accuracy, speed, and ease of operation. We have shown you some of what the P201 is capable of doing: shearing, forming, nibbling, duplicating, all from one universal machine. The Pullmax P201. A smart choice, an affordable price, a quality product. Pullmax. We don't just offer machines, we offer solutions.